Hello guys, I am EIP, your favorite YouTube analyst, and today's video is going to be very informative and very interesting, and you will learn a lot of insight. If you agree with my philosophy so far, if you have been following me, then you know that my analysis of the financial markets is a bit different from rest of the people. And today I will share some of my insight with you guys. So I can guarantee you that after this video is over, you will not be feeling as if you have wasted your time. But in fact, you will learn quite a few things. And I will not waste your time by making extra, long video as well. So I will keep it subtle and keep it sharp and keep it very informative and useful for you. So basically, I will start off by identifying the problem, because if you want to solve anything, if you want to solve market, if you want to solve stock market, then first you should know the problem. And the problem is that let's talk about this thing which happened. Let's talk about this down move which happened yesterday. So if we give this price action to any market analyst, then let's say we give it to 10 market analysts. So everybody will give, the 10 people will give 10 different analysis of the market. Somebody will say this is, some will say this is wave 1, and this will be a wave 2, and then this will be down. Some will say no, this is the 2 and this is a 3. Somebody will say no, this is the 1. Now this is A, this will be a B, and this will be a C, and this will be down. Another will say this is expanded flat for the middle, and this will be a new start. So I hope you understand my point, that if you will give market to 10 different people, you will get to hear 10 different solutions or 10 different potential paths, and most of these guys will be giving you 2 directions. Like they won't be sure themselves, even though that guy who will be saying it is 2, so it will say either 3 or then it will go up like that. So basically you can say that that is just an analysis of the market, and you cannot make money out of it. So I hope you understand the problem statement, what I'm talking about. The problem statement is that if you will show a simple price action which happened yesterday, like this simple line which happened yesterday to 10 people, they will give you 10 charts, all different. So you are going to waste your time. So what could be the solution of the problem? The solution of the problem lies in the knowledge. The solution of the problem lies in the knowledge that knowledge that how the market moves. So the market, if you have been trading for some time, then market moves in this pattern: impulse, and then there is a correction, and then there is impulse, and afterward there is another correction, and then there is another impulse. Similarly, for the downside, there is impulse, there is a correction, and there is impulse. There is a correction, there is an impulse. Now, if only life was this simple, that there is impulse, there is a correction, and this impulse. Now the problem lies over in the correction, that sometimes the correction is like this, Sometimes the correction is like just this small correction. Sometimes the correction is like it breaks your top even and then goes down. When the expanded flat happens, the B goes above the A and so on. So this is a dilemma that when we are trying to trade, we don't know where the correction is going to end. So if you will give your chart or if you will talk to 10 people, you will hear 10 different analysis of the financial market. So when I sat down to try to solve the market, so decided to I first decided to find out that where the direction is going. First we need to decide whether the price is going up or going to go down. This should be the decision. First, we need to decide that is the market going to make an expanded flat, and after this move down, is it going to go up, or after this move down, is it going to go down? This should be the solution. This should be the step one. So I have made the indicators which at least tell me this information that as an speculator, right? As a speculator, I should be able to speculate the direction. So I made this indicator which gives me a speculative edge to tell me, to assist me, or to enable me to predict the direction where it is going. So when this happened, I knew that it was going to go down. But how far would it go up before it turned down? How far? Would it go till here? Would it go till here? Would it take this much time? Would it become a complex correction? That is, it would come up, it will go down, it will come up again, and then go down. So how far would it go? This is the dilemma. So when this dumped and the price went below zero cross line, and it went up because it went below zero. So I knew from my EIP reversal, this is the indicator, EIP reversal. So I knew from it that direction of the market is going to be down. But how far would it go up before turning down? So for that, I made another indicator which has the predictive quality to predict the top. And it gives me an enormous edge as a speculator to manage my risk. So let me put on my rapid river. So now I already know that the price, when it is going to go up, it is going to go down, back down. Now the upper boundaries of this river is going to be the resistance during the session. So when it went up, I knew that this should be the resistance, and if it is to go down, this should be the resistance. So I need to watch it. So let me put on another indicator of mine. Good news, bad news. So once I put it on also, so I knew that this dark blue line has been broken down. So back in the mind, it is a confirmation for me that price is going to go down again. So I'm not looking for the upside. Now I will put on another indicator to further confirm my understanding, and that is EIP trigger. Do you see? So what happens over here, that because of this, I knew that when the price is below the river, so it is a sell. So when the market dumped, I sold when it broke the support. Understand? When the price breaks the support, you sell, right? So I sold it to the next Fibonacci level. And when it went up and it came to this resistance, I waited for the sell signal and other indications through the EIP reversal. And because I was using the river and this sell now appeared. So when the sell now appeared, my risk was very small. Like I think the sell now appeared on this candle. So my risk was this. So my stop was this when the sell now appeared. And I knew from my understanding that it should break the low and go below it. And it did. It broke the support and then it went down further, and it should go down further. We will see. But I hope you understand the problem. The problem that everybody is trying to solve. How far it is going to go. Is it going to go complex? So suppose in a highly unlikely scenario that it was going to make a complex correction, then this support would be held. You would see this support being held instead of broken down like it did over here. And it would have gone to over here. But because once this support was broken, so I knew from my experience that it is now a done deal for the downside. It's not going to go up. And if that support was broken, if that support was held, I would have gotten out of this short because I knew I can expect that one more up can be made. And regardless, my risk was small. I sold almost on the top. So I would already be break even at this point when this was declining. So I would have gotten out on break even. So as a speculator, we should not only get the direction right, but when we get the direction wrong, our risk should be very small and our reward should be very big. So the trade which I was doing was 1:30 risk reward trade, which I was doing over here. So if we look on the over here, then we can see this support being held. Over here, the support is being held, the lower bound is being held, and there's a buy now. So our stop could be on the downs a bit below when this is going on, and we can write this. But if we buy from here, or if we are selling from here, then our stop is again very sharp. Over here, again, you can see where your stops could be. So even if when you are wrong, your risk is very small. But when you are right, you're right, you're right a big amount, a big time. So when this went up, it crossed above the zero, and then it came down, came to this support, made a bullish divergence. So you could have bought here on the bullish divergence with small risk, and then you could have ridden the whole wave. I was sleeping when this happened, but You could have done that. So as a speculator, what you're trying to do, you're trying to speculate, and the rapid river of EIP is trying to predict the support which is coming. But if you will show it to random people, they will plot someone like this, somebody like this, somebody like this, something like this, sometimes like this, sometime like this, sometime like this, sometime like this. So 10 different people will give you 10 different direction. But I always say in my group, this is the only support which matters. And this is the only resistance which matter at a given point of time. So I hope you understand how to trade the market structures correctly. Our job is not to make fancy drawings or make liquidity things, stupid nonsense, ICT things, liquidity grab or things like that. What happened? The liquidity grabbed, what happened? It fell down again. So our job is not to draw fancy lines, but our job is to take the trade with small risk in a probabilistic direction, which is going to come in our favor. And this is a high pressure job. You need to take it very, professionally. Only take that trade which is, high probability, and you're sure that it is going to go in your way, and your risk is small, and your reward is multiple time, and your direction is, pretty certain also. Now, Elliott waiver guys or other guys will sometimes make expanded flat, sometimes they will make triangle, or sometimes they will make running flat. But all of this is post-match commentary. All of this is after the trade is already gone. What about during the trade? How would you trade it? I should have the information at that given point of time where the market should turn, where should I enter, and preferably I should have a signal also. And my risk should be very small. So I think this is the only thing which is required as a trader. So instead of drawing the random lines, and instead of drawing stupid fancy ICT, smart money concepts, liquidity grabs, it's about time you guys should change your ways. I welcome you guys to join my trading group. There is a small fee to join it, and you can request the access of these indicators from me if you want, and you can trade these during the New York session with me and learn to trade the only support and resistances which matters instead of trading the fancy lines, instead of trading the fancy Fibonacci's, 618, 518, 218, 318, whatever. Instead of talking about triangles when the triangle is already gone. It's better not to take the trade. It's better not to even indulge in a trade unless you are 100% sure or at least 80% sure that you are going to win the trade. It's better to just wait out. So I think the dilemma of solving the market, that is impulse, correction, impulse, and within this correction, most of the people lose money here. That within this correction, because even this correction is in three waves. Even this correction is in three waves. So impulse, correction, and then impulse, impulse, correction, impulse, and then impulse, original impulse. So this is the structure of the wave. Always. The correction also has three waves. So most of the people get pulled in it. So it's fine. We have a predictive system, and we can have a risk reward, and we can have a trigger signal also when it appears, and we can trade it. And our risk is small, and our reward is very big. And even if you are right 51% of the time, you win 1:2, you will become a millionaire. But with this method, your win percentage is going to be 80% and above. 80% is, I'm telling you, very conservative number. I think it's above 90% if you manage your human emotions, and your risk is, in multiples of tens. I'm starting a course on 28th of Feb. It will be one-on-one session with the guys. So if you are interested, these are going to be one-on-one sessions. So they will be very limited spots. I cannot take a whole lot of people. So you can message me on WhatsApp if you are interested in learning directly from me. And if you want to join the group and trade with me these indicators, you are also welcome to subscribe to the group by clicking the link in the description. I wish you good luck, and I hope I showed you a big dilemma or big problem which is in the market and which I have tried to solve. That is impulse, correction, impulse, and how high the correction is going to be. And of course, it's not going to be easy for you. So once you will join the group, you will have to, learn these methods, because it will take some getting used to, because your mind will still see the fancy up and down, stupid lines which do not work. Thank you and have a good night.